Hey guys, I bought this Bernina record 830 off eBay. Uh, oh geez, it's been 3 or 4 years ago. Anyway, I paid $250 for it because it was locked up, had all the oil and stuff dried up in it. So I went through and sprayed it down and washed it, sprayed it down, washed it. I think I got it finally cleared out. I just used my grease here to grease the gears, and then my sewing machine oil here to oil it up good. So I've got it all oiled up and put back together, and I haven't tried it yet, but we're going to give it a try here and see if it will sew. I turned the hand wheel and everything seems to move fairly easily. The only thing I noticed is I'm going to need to replace one of the components. I looked at the capacitor and the motor, and it looked good, so there's some in the foot that may cause this kind of a noise when you barely push on the foot. Once you get going, it's okay, and that's on the minimum setting. It's got a switch here for maximum. That one seems to do okay because it gets more power to it, but anyway, I'll take the foot apart and address that later. But I thought I would go ahead and test it here and see how it looks. If you can find one of these machines, they're solid metal. It's got 2 nylon gears in it, and one of them, the top one's easy to replace, the bottom one's kind of expensive to replace, so you want to check that out before you get it. Make sure the nylon gears are good in them, otherwise you'll spend some money getting them replaced, especially if it's the bottom one. So come on, I'm trying to get my lip around a thread here. There we go. Got a brand new needle in it. I haven't checked the tension or anything. It's got a normal tension setting on it here, so I set it a little below the normal tension setting because I'm going to be sewing on a piece of knit here, and I don't have a knit needle in it either, so it's just a standard needle, so keep that in mind. But I just had this knit that was handy, so I'm going to try to sew it. I generally use stretch needles when I sew knit, but here we go. This is one you've seen before that I did the test stitch on for the overcasting foot on the Singer Heavy Duty machine. So I'm just going to sew down it and see how it looks. Okay, let's see. Stitch, needle position in the middle. Stitch length a little bit, about 2.5. Feet dogs are up. We should be ready to go. Need to hold on to the thread on these machines on the first couple of stitches. If you don't, it'll get wrapped around the bobbin and you'll have a mess. So always hold on to it. Wheel is spinning. See what's going on here. It's hanging on the back stitch right there, so I'll need to check that out and see what's going on. Looks like I've got thread caught up in the bobbin area. That may be what's causing the problem. Let me cut this and see what's going on here. This table has a little latch on the bottom of it right there that you can pull it off. It's convenient. Let's see what's going on down here. the feed dogs and pull this top plate off. It's got a knee left on it too. The bobbin area out a little bit. Got a little bit of fuzz down there from something. I cleaned it out yesterday. There we go. The bobbin back in. Okay, everything looks clean now. Put this piece back on. Feed dogs up. Go ahead and put the table back on. Thing's a little bit finicky when you put it on, trying to keep it even. Yeah, it went down. See if it'll come back up when I flap it down. No, it's down too low. Try that. There we go. Now I open my bobbin area. Okay, let's pull the thread up here. Okay, try this again. Too well, let me pull the thread out of the needle and let it run for a second and see what's going on. Okay, that seems fine. Needle threaded. Let's try this again. Hold on to my thread. Now I'm wondering if it doesn't feel like it's down. Okay. Try that tension there and see if that'll work. Alright, here we go. There we go. Back stitch worked that time. I think it somehow ended up, I must not have checked it before to see if it was loose in the bobbin area. I had a double loop down there in the bobbin area when I tried to pull the thread out, so it must have caught up. You can see what it did on the back when it did that before. It had all these loose stitches back here. Alright, seems to be sewing. Let's go ahead. This one has decorative stitches. It's got 20 decorative stitches up here, cams in it. You have to move this lever over. And then this looks like a blind hem stitch, this first one. use the zigzag function to give it the width. I'll set this on 2 and let's give this a go and see what it looks like. I went one too far on my selector. Try that again, make sure my needle is up. Go back one more. There we go, that should be the blonde hem. Yep, that's it. Go a little bit wider, let you see what it looks like wider. Okay, thread's pulling out fine now. There's the wider one. Let's see what else we can select. Make sure the cams are working good. Okay, this one's kind of a curvy wave one, just like a half moon shape. Let's see what it does. I'm gonna come down to 3 on it, on the width. Let's see what it looks like. Gotta hold on those threads. Go to length width of 4, a little bit wider. Okay, got that one. Go back to width of 2. Try one of these other ones. This one looks interesting. Okay, let's see what it looks like. I just have to do those really short. Let me shorten up my stitch on that one, see what it does. Okay, here we go. Shorten it up just a little bit more. There we go. Got to really shorten it up to get the effect on that one. It's like an eyebrow almost. Okay, looks like all the cams are working, which is good. That's one of the things that can go wrong with it. I'm going to take it back to a straight stitch now. 2.5. Take this down, my width down to 0. I should be back to straight stitch. Okay, turn this around and sew down the edge here and see how it looks. My stitch looks. It's good on the front and the back. Give it a quick press, get rid of the waves in the knit. I was pulling on it a little bit, kind of stretching it out. Alright, there we go. Okay, that kind of shows you what it does. It seems to be working well. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew up a little pouch with it. I'll do it a little bit later this evening, and we'll see how it does on that. That'll let me do a zipper. It came with all kinds of feet. They're in the other room. I'll have to bring them out and show them to you when I do that sew along a little later. But it came with a bunch of feet and stuff, so I can test the zipper foot and some of those kind of things. I don't know if it came with a buttonhole foot or not. I'll have to check and see. But anyway, that's it. It seems to be sewing well. It's loose, and I'm happy with it. These machines, if you can find them, they made them until about 2018 or 19, something like that, and I think they quit manufacturing them, but they're rock solid. They'll last forever, and they do good buttonholes too. This is a manual buttonhole machine, but you can do really good buttonholes with these too, so they're known for that. So anyway, guys, that's it. Let me know if you have any questions about the machine, and we will do a sew along a little bit later on this evening. So I'll post that video probably sometime tomorrow. That's it. Take care.